This is Meet the Owner, where business stories come to life with your host, Stephen Dryden Hall. Let's go, people.
Welcome to Boom7, episode 21. We always have to talk about which episode it is. 21 it is. So this is my first podcast threesome.
Oi, oi.
Why are you laughing? It is true. And it's Solar Connects. It's a datey one, isn't it?
It is.
So I've got Rachel and Samantha Paul. I can't say Samantha without saying Samantha Paul.
I know. I don't
You know
why.
that? It's a weird thing,
It's
isn't
a
it?
weird thing, isn't
Maybe
it?
you're a celebrity.
Oh, yeah, a little
That's
bit.
it.
Yeah.
We've never done two people on the same show, so I'm going to go individual, okay?
Yeah.
So Samantha first. What business are you going to talk about first? Because you are a bit of an entrepreneur, and I never really know what you're working on
I know.
now.
The last few years have been a little bit crazy. I ended up shutting two companies last year, one of the CIC and a business. So now I just have AskGoTo, which is an local advertising company with a huge Facebook group.
Yes.
And then, 14 or 15 months ago, we set up Solo Connects, which is a singles events company.
A single events company for
company,
single
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Love that. Rachel, you
I
have two businesses, don't you?
I do have two businesses.
Greedy.
So I'm a marketing consultant, so I help B2B businesses who offer professional services. So just help them get a bit more strategic with their marketing and focus on sort of raising awareness of who they are and what they do, because typically they struggle to shout how good they are.
Yes.
And then one fateful brunch in October 2024.
Don't tell us too much. We're going to get into that, yes.
Samantha and I were like, let's see if we can get 20 people down the pub once a month, and therefore Solo Connects was
Solo
born.
Connects, amazing. So just before we go anywhere, this Rachel and I, we were on a panel, weren't we?
We were.
We were experts for NatWest Bank.
We
Debbie
were.
Lewis, big shout out to Debbie. Make sure we tag Debbie in. I giggle when someone says that, because I don't feel like I'm an expert. I'm blagging, chatting, meeting. If I don't know the answer, I'll try and find it.
Yeah.
But we were experts. Well, did you enjoy that session?
I loved it.
It's good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about your ideal client persona.
Oh,
so it's
what is that?
It's a bit jargony,
Yeah.
but it's all about making sure that you are absolutely relentlessly clear on who it is in your business and why they need your help and how you can help them. So it's such an important part of marketing strategy, and I think so many business owners could do a much better job if
We're
they
going to shout about...
focus on that.
I agree. They said
Yeah.
to me, oh, Steve, what's your perfect avatar person, customer? I was like, I do not know what you're talking about. I said, I've got a goal, and I will do anything to try and reach the goal, and if I don't know the answer, I'll go and find people that do.
Yeah.
That's how I work, you know, because perfection changes anyway.
Your ideal
that
client
sense.
changes over time.
Yes.
We're finding with the dating business that actually the women are coming to the events because they want to,
Yes.
because I think they're naturally a bit more motivated. Actually, our challenge, and if we're thinking ideal client persona, it's about the men. It's getting the men to come to the pub.
So I giggled before we start. I was like, so basically you need more sausage
Yeah.
into the room, okay? We're going to get into that. Samantha, what were you like when you was at school? I want to know what you were like when you were little. What was little Samantha like? What were you-
So actually,
Talk
I've
to me.
shared this story a few times recently. So
Have you?
I was basically put in the special hut a lot because they didn't really know.
Special hut.
That's what the kids called it. That it was called the special hut. So
Yes.
the teachers basically said we can't work her out because she's really intelligent in one aspect,
Yeah.
and then
Academically?
academically, and
Okay.
then she can't do the simplest of things, and she's just really scatty.
For example, what was a simple thing?
Grammar. So I realised
Okay.
I am actually dyslexic, but I was never diagnosed as dyslexic at school.
Yeah.
I think my focus levels, I either hyper focus or I'm not interested. So it depends whether I'm interested or not.
Tick.
And then what happened was I passed my 12 plus.
Did
Because
you?
I grew up in Aylesbury,
Yeah,
so
nice.
we automatically did that.
Yeah.
However, my parents got called into the school and said,
Into the
we
hut?
into the school and said basically we don't think she should go to the Henry Floyd's.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be really expensive, and I was a council house kid.
Yeah.
That's what they kept saying. So my dad just kept hearing really expensive. And there's this other girl, and she only missed it by 1 point, and we just think she's much better
You
suited.
got dashed off.
And they gave my place away.
Wow, it would be
I
interesting to
sat
see what
in
your
a
life
room.
would have been like if you'd gone somewhere different.
Yeah, I sat in the room, and their thoughts behind it was, we don't want her to go from the top of the class down to the bottom of the class. But, they were just
Did
coming
they
out
know,
with all
did
this
they?
stuff, and I
Yeah.
just remember being an 11-year-old sat in this room. My parents just didn't know what to do really, and they just went, "Oh right, yeah." So I ended up at the worst secondary school in Aylesbury.
Did you go a bit
because
rogue?
I could walk there?
I feel like if you know you're good, but you've been held back, you have been held back, by the way. Did you go a bit rogue at 11, 12?
No, I just kind of sailed along,
right.
And then I come out really well. I got all C's or above, but with my maths, they realised I freak out with exams.
Okay.
So they moved me from all of the higher exams down to the middle exams so that I would get my C.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's been a lot along the way, but never ever diagnosed with anything. And I've gone on to have 2 children who have both been diagnosed with autism.
Right.
So it's just quite interesting. But I just think fate, the same thing happened when I went to do travel and tourism course at college.
Okay.
It all came down to the money again.
Yeah.
And even though I had 3 jobs, my dad just kept saying, but you're not going to be able to go on this trip and that trip. So in the end, I just did A-levels and then I went rogue. I was going to say,
there's some road coming.
I was partying.
He's waiting for the dirt.
Yeah, I just went partying and then I completely failed my A-levels, but then ended up working for Forte Hotels and had the best time of my life. I was on the sales team and we went round the country.
I was in sales.
Yeah, I was in the Waldorf Hotel, right? Yeah. And I remember ringing my mum on my big phone and going, "There's a chandelier in my bedroom."
No way.
It was the Waldorf. I saw it. I'm in this great big king suite, on my own, just how did this happen? But fate.
Yes.
I wanted to work in travel,
yes.
And even though I flunked my A-levels, I just applied for a job and got it.
So education doesn't always mean it's what you're going to do, is it? So were you bubbly? Were you quiet? Were you shy?
Very quiet. I was actually bullied a lot.
Were you? What did they bully you for?
I don't even really know.
Yeah.
Don't even really know. Yeah, I still don't really know. I had to grow up very quickly because there was 11 years between me and my little brother, and I became carer. So as soon as I finished school, I had to look after the children.
Yeah.
At 11 years old.
Mental.
Mum went out to work. Dad was a roofer, so he was out at work all the time. And
grafting hard, come home tired.
Yeah. And I just think I was desperate to feel accepted, but they kind of ridiculed me for some reason. I'll never know why.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's their mindset. They don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. So
that's you as a child.
Yeah.
It's counselling sessions, man.
I know.
No, it's therapy. I was about to cry.
Rachel, we've got a crier, Chris.
What were you like as a child, Rachel?
Very quiet.
Were you quiet?
I was quite quiet, quite studious, actually.
Yeah.
Always struggled academically, but I remember when I got my A-levels, I've actually been diagnosed as an adult quite recently with ADHD, and I'm looking back now and I've gone, okay. So
that explains something. Yeah.
I managed to hyper-focus on my A-levels to the point where on the day, because back in the olden days, I used to get a bit of paper. I went to my mum and dad, so my mum and dad ran a business. So I think that entrepreneur streak's always kind of run through me. But I gave my mum the bit of paper with my A-level. She'd been telling my dad, a D or an E at A-level is fine. We're really happy with E's.
Wow.
We'll be happy with that.
Again.
So
small levels here.
So I gave. However, it was based on my mock exam results, but the pressure wasn't there then for me. So anyway, I got these exam results. The teachers were like, "Come and see me when you've got your results," and I was like, "All right, calm down." And I gave them a bit of paper to my mum and just handed it to her. I didn't say a word, and she looked at the letters. She went, "Whose are these?"
Yeah,
and I was like, she didn't believe that they were mine. And I think I literally just hyper focused, worked, and I think that's just listening to Sam's sort of story. That whole aspect of absolutely grafting.
Yeah.
I think that is why we've managed to achieve what we've achieved.
Hang on, forget Sam. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, sorry.
What results did you get? Yeah, what results? Yeah, I'm invested.
Well, okay, so you could actually spell the word babe with my A-level results.
Right.
Yeah, so the E was in general studies, which I don't think counts. Otherwise, it would have been bab, which is just a stupid word. So I could actually spell the word babe.
It's got B and B. B-A-B.
Yeah, A in communication studies, B in economics, and a B in business studies.
So they're super chuffed.
Amazing.
Yeah. Could I do a supply and demand chart for economics now? Absolutely not.
No.
I literally hyper-focused as if my life depended on it. And I would just like to say, my life did not depend on it.
No.
It's just exam results, and I think if a child or adult has got it in them, they'll there's loads of different ways
I
beyond
think
sort
so.
of
They
being
don't tell you
academic.
that at school, do they?
No, they make
they're
you
like,
think.
do this, copy this, make your handwriting nice,
Yeah.
and get the best
Yeah.
results. That's the thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So then I got my A-level results and then went and worked at Disney World selling fish and chips in the Epcot Centre when I was 18.
What?
Dressed as a serving wench. There you
So-
go. There's a lot to unpick there.
So I was going to ask you both what was your first job. What was this job? What? Crazy.
So I went on holiday with my parents when I was 16.
yeah.
I had a whim. It was very me. I've realised I'm going to go and work in Disney World.
The
So
real
I fancy,
Disney World.
Yeah, in Florida. Yeah. So I thought I'm going to go and be a lifeguard. So I trained and I became a lifeguard. I worked at Flitwick Leisure Centre. They've knocked it
I
down.
love that. Disney to Flitwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Flitwick, Disney Flitwick. Yeah. And then I went to the interviews in London and they were like, oh, we can't, there's no reason to give you a green card to go and be a lifeguard
Yeah.
because you're not doing a tourism degree or anything like that. But have you got any catering experience? Blagged the interview.
Yeah.
And then, in the October after doing my A-levels, off I
No
went
way.
to go and live in with Mickey Mouse for
So what
10
were you doing?
months.
You selling fish and chips?
Yes, so at the Epcot Centre, they've
Yeah.
got the World Showcase, so they've got
Yes,
like a
they
mini,
have,
a
yeah.
mini
All
England.
the mini worlds,
Okay.
yeah.
So, I mean, oh gee, I can't
Have you
believe
got
I'm saying
photographs?
this.
You're going to have to ping
They're
them
not,
over. Oh,
absolutely
they're
not. I will describe it though.
Yeah, go on.
So it was, imagine a bit like what the household staff in Bridgerton would wear.
Oh, yeah.
So kind of
Was
like
that your uniform?
it was a long peach coloured skirt with a
nice.
lemon yellow blouse with fluffy
Brilliant.
sleeves and a little belt. The men looked even worse though. They had some sort of like pantaloon with long white socks.
Did you sound more English? Did you literally put on a bit of an English accent? You must have. Did you?
For the story, yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
There was loads of us. From all across the UK.
Wow.
So it wasn't just England.
How long did you do that for?
10 months. Yeah.
Just serving fish and chips.
Yeah, various jobs. So then there was, my first one was actually seating people. So I'd be like, "Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you having a great vacation?"
Yeah.
There's 3 different ways that we were taught to wave that wouldn't cause any offence in Disney.
Oh, wow.
So you've got to do your light bulb wave, your cute wave, or your washing the window
No
wave.
way.
You had to point with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
You couldn't point with 1 finger. That's offensive.
Well, we do that in restaurants. We open
Yeah, or
the
a hand.
The hand, yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
hand gesture. And actually, I'm a nightmare to go out for dinner with now because my
Solo,
standards. Yeah, that's why I mean.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's
That's
why
not.
really.
I don't think that's the reason why I'm single. It could be.
It might be. You got to change the
We
clothes.
never know.
Rachel.
Yeah, I don't go out in the serving
Peach.
wench outfit
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
No, because actually you couldn't take your serving wench outfit
I
home.
know, property.
Yeah,
business, yeah.
they've got a whole costuming department, like
Yes.
this massive warehouse, and you go to your country in the World Showcase and pick up your uniform.
That's mad. Is it true that if you have a chocolate bar and you walk down around Disneyland, it knows how many steps you're roughly going to take before you need a bin? That's what I was told.
The kind of thing
They
that
think
they
about
would,
every single thing, isn't
yeah,
it?
they're pumping out the smell of freshly baked cookies to
Are
make
they?
you buy stuff. Yeah, we had to stop somebody. I'd still do this now. It's like a reflex action. If you see someone taking a photo, you have to stop and say, because if you don't do it and they know that you're a cast member,
Yeah.
they could fire you because you didn't look at that. They don't fire people, they terminate you.
Terminate.
Terminate you. Yeah.
So Samantha,
Brutal.
what was your first job? Because if you don't do better than that, then
Well,
we might
yeah.
as
So
well
as
leave.
I was saying, it was Forte Hotel. So I was
Straight
on
in.
sales team. Well, I had loads of jobs when I was young.
Yeah.
My best
First
one.
job.
So I did a paper round.
Did you?
Yeah, and then I worked. Does anyone? Well, I don't know if you'll remember this Kirby Hoovers. Do you
I
ever
know the name.
remember this guy used to come round the house, right? And he
He
used to go up and he used to hoover your bed, and then he used to show you pictures of bed bugs, right?
Yeah.
And all the
Scare.
dirty water, scare you to buy this like £1,800 Hoover,
Yeah.
which obviously thinking back
Lot of
30
money.
years ago, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I worked in the call centre and I had to pretend that they'd won a raffle and they'd won a free carpet clean, and they were going, oh, you know, it's not a scam, is it? They are going to hoover my whole carpet, aren't they? Oh, yes, they're going to hoover your whole
Wow.
carpet. And they used to come and hoover a patch scratch. And yeah, then try and sell them a Hoover. So yeah, I did that. Been a cleaner.
Yeah. Name
Worked
some
in
jobs, because I think
newsagents.
you've done loads of little jobs. What would you been doing
Yeah.
while you were
What do we nickname you? Come on, because
Oh,
that
so,
is the...
yeah. So she calls me Butlins Redcoat when I go to
Yeah.
do my jazz hands at events. I'm always the one presenting with microphone. So I went off to be a holiday rep. So a little bit similar to Rachel,
Where
but a
did
little
you do
bit
that?
later.
Where?
So you go on a week's course.
Yeah.
And it's a pass or fail at the end of it. So you do like all first aid and everything else,
Yeah.
like pretend to sell excursions and all this stuff. And at the end you have to say where you'd like to go and why. And obviously everyone's standing up, want to go a Ibiza,
Disneyland.
want to go like Napa,
Fish and
like all
chips.
this stuff. And then the really quiet ones, I just want to go to like Mallorca or Menorca. And I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm just so pleased I've passed. I don't mind where I go.
Oh, wow. Did that
they
work?
They went, Ibiza. Tick. So
Enjoy
I
life.
got sent to Ibiza
How old?
at 21.
Yeah. Wow.
And and then when you get there, you have to do like an island tour. So you go out April time,
Yeah.
and you do an island tour, and then you have to work out where you want to be on the island.
Yeah.
So obviously, loads of people were choosing like Plaid and Bossa and stuff
Yeah.
like that for the clubs. You know, do your day job, but you
Course.
want to go out clubbing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I was in a right panic because I was like, I don't want to end up in Portsmouth because that's going to be really quiet up in the
Right.
north. So I put, I'll go San Antonio Bay.
Oh, I mean, that's...
Should be all right, yeah. Should
West
be all
End.
right there. So, but then because basically it is like Club 1830, so Thompson used to call it Club
you-
Freestyle.
Did you work... Oh, so was that their equivalent?
So that was their equivalent.
My
so,
first holiday was 1830.
Was it?
It was Magaluf.
Ooh.
Nickname something else. as
Yeah.
Chris laughs. So it's their model of 1830s.
Yes, it's their model of 1830.
Yeah.
So then we had to do another one. So we had to go into this room and basically pitch and sell one of the excursions. So I did this pub crawl.
Yeah.
And it was one of those moments where all of these like managers just looked and went, where did this girl come from?
Wow,
We
really?
did not see her come into San An. And anyway, I put down the bay and I could see everyone like, they sit you down, tell me where you're going, and all the people, and I was doing counting.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, okay, that's 4 people now have said that they're going to the bay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the bay.
Right.
All these people, yeah, got San An, yeah. And I was just like sat there thinking, oh no, where am I going? Where am I going? And they eventually called me and they said, so I know you asked for the bay,
Yeah.
but you're going to be in San Antonio, but we're going to have you looking after a 3-stroke 4-star hotel. And I was like, right, okay. So that'll be normal Thompson attire,
Yeah.
those long blue skirts
Yeah.
and shirts
Yeah.
and, 35 degrees. And then you're going to be looking after the apartments.
Oh.
1-star apartments.
Oh.
And that's where you'd be living.
Oh,
So
you got the bum deal, did you?
So yeah, I ended up in these 1-star apartments, and yeah, from a little Aylesbury was quite small, really. One
Yeah.
nightclub that you had to get on a bus to go to,
Yeah.
a couple of pubs, and all of a sudden I was like in San
But you
Antonio.
had an amazing time, right?
It was nuts.
Yeah, I'll bet that was. That's
Yeah.
probably another podcast.
Yeah,
isn't
it was crazy, but
Just-
learnt sales,
Yes.
learnt organisation, learnt so many different skills, like looking after people when things go wrong,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
It's
So
those
actually-
skills that actually make you who you are
Yeah.
today, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's cool. So you've done a lot of sales, a lot of talk to people. Rachel, what else did you get into after that first?
So I did a PR degree
Oh, did you?
and then realised I didn't really like journalists.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Can you
Do
edit
not.
that bit out? No.
Yes.
No, that wasn't for me. I was quite business minded,
Okay.
so I then sort of shifted over into sort of communications and then more marketing roles.
Yes.
So I had a proper career, but I did get to work as the communications officer for Luton Police Station.
Oh,
when
there's
it was
some stories, yeah.
when it was the crappiest town in the UK officially in
I was saying,
2004.
when did that change? No offence, Luton, but
I was
that's what I'm
born
saying.
in Luton,
You're
so
from Luton, are you?
yeah, only for a year, but it's on my passport, which I
Yeah.
don't like. No offence. God, you're gonna have to edit this bit out as well now.
There's no editing in this studio.
The truth comes out. So
Yes.
they needed some help with communication with the police officers and the management. So I was doing a load of stuff like that. So I went in the riot van on a Friday night
Wow, really?
as part of the job.
Yeah.
I went up in the police helicopter.
In uniform?
No,
No,
because
so
I'm a
you're
civilian.
civilian,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was a civilian.
Yeah.
So
Is that
so
exciting?
it was quite exciting.
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
it was quite good. I think knowing now, actually, the adrenaline of working in police.
Yes.
Actually, well, you've done it as well.
I did, yeah.
Oh,
14
Samantha
years
Paul,
in
no
control
way
room.
did you really work in another industry. Are you joking?
Yeah.
Did you work
Yeah.
in control room?
Yeah, I worked in control room 14 years, yeah.
Oh, wow.
One
How many
thing-
jobs you had?
Oh, loads. No, I haven't really. I
You
haven't
have?
really. So, yeah, travel,
Travel.
then the police for
Yeah.
14 years.
Yeah.
Helped my ex-husband set up a company while we were while I was working at the police.
What industry was that? Remind me.
Lighting company.
Yeah, okay.
So he was sick and tired of working for people, and I was just like, well, just set up your own business.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, you can.
Mindsets. Well, it's strange, isn't it? When did that change, right? Because you've been brought up with your parents go, well, no, this is the level. You can't go to that school. But then you're like the opposite of that now. So when did that? What changed?
So my dad was a grafter.
Yeah.
So like when we had the first recession, he went to Birmingham to work and stuff like that. And he kept getting laid off. Some guy bought this company that he was working for, and he kept getting laid off. Yeah. And he was just like, I can't get laid off. I've got 5 kids.
Yes. 5. Wow.
Yeah. So a blended family. Yeah. And anyway, his business partner was a bit younger than him. He was like, let's just do it on our own. Let's just do it. Yeah. And he drove like the thing. They started with this old van, pitch pot that had a hole in the bottom, so they welded it and fixed it, and they started, and they didn't know what to call themselves. Right. So I think I'm about 11 or 12 at the time, and I was washing my hair. I could hear him, what are we going to call ourselves? What are we going to call ourselves? And I come downstairs and I went, Tell Nick. And they went, what? I said, Tell Nick. He's always called Tell. You're called Nick. Tell Nick Roofing. And then they'll know it's you two.
Yeah. Wow.
And literally the phone was ringing off the hook because it was a landline, and they were going, Terry, is this you? Is this you? Because my dad was one of the best roofers in the industry.
Was he? Right.
And as soon as they set up on their own, they never looked back.
Amazing. So then that gave you the confidence. You know
I think so,
I can do something.
Yeah.
Are you both, do you listen to podcasts and self-development and read books?
I watch reels of podcasts on Facebook. Does that count? Yeah,
that counts.
But I read a lot. People say, social media is so toxic. I'm like, well, no, I fill my social media with people that educate me about mindset and entrepreneurship.
It's
and
funny
work
what
with coaches and
what
things
you surround
like that.
yourself with, right?
Yes.
So mine's like yours, and then I look at Rachel's, my wife, and it's all shopping.
Yeah.
It's ASOS, it's next door Zara, big shout out Zara Midsummer place. It's just shopping. I'm like, you don't need any more clothes, but it's like my daughter, it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
What about yourself, Samantha? Self-help?
I think reading? For me, again, like, because I'm obviously working on social media all the time, I do love those quotes that really, like, sort of, just
but you
get
don't,
you.
But you don't read books about self-development?
No, when I go on holiday I do, and I loved Diary of a CEO. That was the last one. I took it when I went to
Steve Bartlett.
Yeah, and it was good because it was in short chunks. So I think with my dyslexia as well, with reading, if you give me a great big book with small words, like really small type,
I'm really surprised.
I can't
so
do
I thought
it.
you were both going to go, we listen to it, but you don't really do the self-development. You just do a little
I think
bit.
I've done a lot over the years. For COVID for me was crazy because obviously, as you know as well, literally I was opening up my emails and all my clients were on go cardless, and I was just literally opening it was cancel because everyone was like, we don't know advertising, can't work. And in that period I did do lots of kind of work on myself and my mindset because it's like I just reached my peak. I say I'd create this business the discount card. I'd made $4,000 in one weekend, like literally 2 nights in sales, in my pajamas at home with my 2 kids in their bedroom, and literally it was just I was opening up and it was just sales, and I thought I've cracked it.
Here we go.
And then boom, COVID.
Boom7.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Boom7. Marketing events and introductions. Thank you for that. I mean, who would have seen that coming? But hey, you're very strong, and you go again in the same with you. You just go again, don't you? And you don't know how you're going to do it, but you do it. How did you guys meet?
I'm sorry to say that I slid into her DMs.
Yeah,
you slid into.
I slid into her DMs. So I was looking for sort of well-connected people across Milton Keynes.
Why did you not sleep? Go to sleep?
Hello, don't start that rumour.
Why did you not slip to my DM? I'm joking. Who else was on the list? So Samantha Paul. I want to know this because there's a list.
Oh God, I don't know. It was a long time ago,
Okay,
but
fine.
I think we just sort of. I think particularly. Because we're both single mums running businesses, I think people go, I don't know how single mums do it. I don't know how single mums run businesses. And I think when your back's up against the wall, you've just literally got to do it. And I had a very similar experience with my business. I was doing a lot in recruitment in the run up to COVID, and I just had call after call after call cancelling my services.
Wow.
But I'm grateful because if I'd been 20 years in one business doing one type of work, I'd be screwed. Whereas I know
flex.
I can come up with an idea and make money.
Yeah.
And I think that's a skill that I'm so grateful that I've got.
100. Did you DM? What was the DM? Do you remember? What did you say? Hey, Samantha.
God, I can't even remember.
We
now
could probably
either.
go back and find. We'll have to go back.
I think
and
you were
find
working
it. It would be on
with
LinkedIn.
you were working with Ascendant Recruitment as well, weren't
Yeah.
you? And they wanted more reach, and I think Rachel was like, "Well, you need to get Sam involved because she's got a massive network.
Yeah.
So actually, she could advertise the jobs for you."
So it's really a work message.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was work, and then we did a bit of work for that client for a couple of years, what have you. And then became friends. I think we really bond over running business, and actually a lot of my friends now are business owners.
Yeah.
So I get my personal development fix from sort of having
learning the
chats.
group.
Yeah, that's it.
Who owned Ascendant? I feel like I know them.
Nick Peacock.
It wasn't a mum and a daughter then.
No,
wrong
not that
company.
one. No, someone else.
So there you go. So you started offering a service to Rachel's company, and then what happened?
Well,
Just stayed friends, didn't we?
Went out. Lots of movie trips.
We have the same child-free
Yes.
weekend,
Okay.
so obviously, because obviously we're separated, so weekend on, weekend off. I'm really rubbish. I don't make plans.
Yeah.
Rachel's really, really organised,
Ah.
and I'm lucky because I do sometimes feel like a crap friend. But when I've been working all week and talking all week, sometimes it gets to the weekend,
switch off.
and I just want to switch off, and I don't want to
Yeah.
talk to anyone. I just sit in my house. And maybe just have a little bit binge TV. Rachel's like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Where are we going?" So
Yeah.
we've been out raving, haven't we?
Been
went
out
to
raving.
Good,
But
met
done a
Kevin and
few
Perry,
bits.
didn't we?
Yeah.
Where'd you go raving? Sorry, where'd you rave?
Yeah, like house music or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, mate, events.
Like a festival.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some festival things. We do movie trips, roast dinners, and I think again that was our experience as being single. I've been quite lucky because I've had quite a lot of single friends or friends who are married where they don't do a lot socially with their husband. So I've not had that sort of gaping 48 hours of a child-free weekend with nothing to do. I feel my
You fill it
time.
up, yeah.
ADHD, anybody?
Yeah.
Where am I going? What am I doing?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
All starting to make more sense. But there's loads of people that don't necessarily have that. Their friends are married or that live a long way away or something, and their relationship's broken down, men and women. And they just haven't got anything to do at the weekends, or not enough to do at the weekends.
So-
They're a bit bored, so we kind of
So you become
filled that gap.
friends.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing, and
Yeah.
then I can probably picture this. Did you both have a glass of wine in your hand when you come up with the idea to do a solo connect?
No, but we had
business?
coffee because it
Was
was
it
11 o'clock
coffee?
in the
It was-
morning.
Yeah.
Fine.
It
I've
was
Yeah.
done that.
Let us
I
off.
thought like you could be this wine thing.
But you can make up a version of
We
the
we did talk about it though, didn't we? I think we talked about
Yeah.
it 5 years previous.
Yeah.
Then we talked about it probably again a couple of years later. But obviously you ended up taking a job for a little bit, didn't you? And then crazily left your job. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I love that.
Really
Sometimes
well-paid
when you
job.
leave it was a paid
Yeah.
well as well.
It was really well paid, and I resigned with nothing else to go to. And then my stakeholders were like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I don't know."
You didn't
can't
even
stay
know?
here." No, had nothing to go to. I was going to do contracting, so I
Yeah.
timed it all.
Yeah.
I'm a bit spiritual, so I believe in the universe, and
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm going to. They're never going to listen to this.
No,
I got
I'm
the
into that. Let's
impression
go.
they
Come on.
can't. It's too late now. I got the
too late.
impression that I was going to get this bonus, and I hadn't done a year of service.
Yeah.
So I was like, they shouldn't be giving me this bonus, but
No.
I kept getting these emails, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure a bonus is coming.
Yeah.
So I asked my boss, I was like, when's bonus day? And he's like, said this date, and then the night before, this money was due into my bank account.
Yeah.
Because I'd done a deal with the universe. I was like, if I get that bonus, I'll quit,
Yeah.
because I was so miserable. I did not
Right.
I just felt like a different version of myself. I was so miserable. I can't even explain.
Without, you don't have to mention the company, but what type of industry was it?
So I was a marketing for a FTSE 100 company
Okay,
in
so
London.
just pressure.
Chaos.
Chaos.
I can deal with pressure. I
Yeah, but
perform
it's chaos,
ADHD,
yeah.
perform really well under pressure. Don't mind pressure, don't mind
Yeah.
a deadline. You get the best out of me with that.
Yeah.
Confusion.
Oh, okay.
And
You've said
people
that, but you're doing that.
passing,
You're doing it,
okay, go and speak to that person. They'll give
Right.
you the answer that you need.
No,
oh
no.
no, it's now this person. You can't
Yeah,
speak to them
okay.
for 2 weeks. And I was like, it literally drove me crazy.
So the next day,
the money comes in my account. So I checked. So
Yeah.
I was like, on the Thursday night, I was like, oh my God, this money's coming. It wasn't a huge amount. It is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a life-changing amount. It was like less than $2,000.
Yeah,
So
fine.
it's not a lot.
Just extra money.
But but I've done the deal with the universe. I'm not going to let the universe down, am I?
Right, Samantha, just while we're on the subject, right, what do you want to wish for from the universe? 'Cause why
Yeah,
not?
I think for me, I've just always wanted that financial security, and I think finally, we joke every year, going, "This year's going to be."
No,
our
hang on.
year."
Every year.
What do you want? Say it.
It was financial security.
Have you got that?
Not 100%, but I'm definitely in the right place now.
Cool. So you got your money. You left the job.
I left the job.
Same day.
So I literally at 7 o'clock woke up, moved the money into an ISA, rang my boss at 9 o'clock and went, I'm going to quit. This isn't for me. And I don't think he was surprised.
Yeah.
So then I wrote my letter of resignation.
Did you have to work any notice?
Yeah, 3 months. And then my son,
12 weeks.
And then my son broke his leg at school playing football.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was so stressful.
So you were at work trying to do that, and you had to go in and out of work, right?
Yeah.
But you knew you were going, so was that stressful? Was it still pressure?
Do you know what? I wanted to leave having done a really good job.
Yeah.
And actually, bizarrely, once they all kind of took all the silliness away from me, my campaign got delivered. It won an internal award,
a
big award.
Yeah.
But you know when you kind of go, and I actually was like, now that all the, now they're just going, I'll just let her get on with it.
Yeah. It was actually
I actually got loads of work done.
It's funny that.
Quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. Of course.
For me, I just know that having a job, I work so hard for my clients, and I really like working with clients because I can go, what problem are we trying to solve? We creatively come up with a realistic solution based on the resources and everything everybody's got, and we go, right, you do this. Unless I get this from you, I can't do this. Absolute clarity. Business owners don't like wasting money, and working in corporate, I just was baffled at how much waste, how much time is wasted.
A meeting about the meeting that we had about the meetings. Remember that meeting?
Yeah.
Just make it an email.
I make notes, right? And then I don't know where the book's gone. Serious. I've got an iPad now.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I got my iPad out. Why is it in there?
With ADHD, I do find that I can keep just writing things down, locks it into my mind.
Yeah, it's like
even
a
if
memory.
I lose the notepad, 80% of it's committed because I've just written it down.
I got a book out of the library once, and this is a true story. And I've gone well with the library. I've gone well with loads of people. And I brought it back, and she fined me. And the book was called Timekeeping. She goes, "You didn't read it, did I?" I went, "Nah." It's a true story. It's about 37p fine. I thought, don't worry about it, it's fine. So you've had your coffee. Where did you have your coffee? I'd like to know where did you have the coffee? Where were you?
It was a local independent business.
Yes, Rachel.
It was Canal Street Coffee.
Yes, great coffee.
Across the way from the Warbler.
The Warbler, yes. Stevie works there, she's GM.
Had our very first event there.
Serious?
I bowled in. I said,
We've
done a thing.
How'd you bowl in? Just like swagger, yeah?
No, I just.
Do you know what we're doing?
I said, "Hi, we're thinking of setting up a dating events
in your
company."
big voice, by the way. That's your big voice, isn't it?
No, I was a bit weedy, but I was like, so we've sold 15 tickets. I reckon we might get sort of 20, 25 people. We got a few more days to go because people bought tickets. None of our friends, people we did not know, bought tickets from two. There was no footprint of Solo Connects whatsoever at all. They just paid.
We didn't have a venue for ages, did we?
We just said no venue
to be confirmed.
So we'll find out.
Exclusive, isn't it?
So we were sort of thinking, well, once we see how many people we get, And the thing is, with Eventbrite, booking through Eventbrite, it's really safe and secure because if the event doesn't happen, the consumer's protected, right? So we just spoke to Warbler, said we're doing this thing, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, you weirdo, you have that little corner there."
Was it upstairs at the back?
No,
downstairs.
it was down. Yeah, it's downstairs, just behind the check-in desk.
On the left.
And we said, we've actually got 25 people, so can we have a little bit more space?
Yeah.
We filled it, and we spoke to the staff afterwards, and they were like, "Oh, that was really good." And
event.
we were like, "Yeah, we'll be back." So then we went to Buckstar Brewery.
Let's go back a step. You're going too
Sorry.
far here. Boom7 meet the owners. Yeah, we've got to learn how we started, right?
Yeah.
Where'd the name come from? Quite easy, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think that was kind of me being on. We did loads of research. What names were already out there?
Yeah.
We didn't really want singles.
No.
I'd much prefer kind of solo because our thing was as well, we want you to live your best solo life while you're searching, and that kind of thing. So it took quite a while, didn't it? I said, right, if we're doing this as well, and I said, right, if we're doing this, it's a business from day one.
So did you set it up as a business straight away?
Because I'd grown the Facebook group for Mum to Mum. And I'd grown that quite a lot before.
So you've got a marketing outlook. Straight away. As soon as we drop that bomb in there, we can
That's
the
it.
singles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, between
Powerful.
our two networks, it was really quite easy. But I said it's a business from day one.
Yeah.
You can't give something away for free for ages
Yeah.
and then try and monetize it.
Yeah.
You can't. People give up. I mean, we do some like free promotional events,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
this is our job.
Yeah.
And actually, what I'm really proud of what we're doing now is helping other single people
Yeah.
to build a side hustle income by working with
Yeah.
us as hosts as well.
Yeah, because Samantha, we had coffee a few weeks ago, again in a local independent. It's a few months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was that called? The
Well,
place
I
in
think
Newport?
it's now. It was either Doro or
Doro.
what now is Coffee Crowd, isn't it? But
That's
was
right,
out,
yeah.
out of.
Because we like to support independence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Milton Keynes Food and Leisure Awards and our host
Yeah.
Chris Gregg. 14 years of magic, glitzy jackets, and legend. Thanks, Chris. I love the independent bit. You give me the frost pen. It's
Yes.
really important. Like, we don't just say it, we do it, and you
Yeah.
guys do it, so I know
Yeah.
you do that. So you've come up with a logo, you've got the name, you've put it on Facebook, I'm assuming that's where you
Yeah,
go.
we
and you've
created a Facebook group. So I
and you've
thought,
got-
right, I've done it with mums.
Yep.
We're going to now do it with single people.
got 25 people straight away
Yeah.
at the first
Yeah.
gig at the Warbler.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you meet some people. How many are ladies and how many are dudes?
So we try and get as close to 50-50
Yeah.
as we can.
But on that first one,
I
roughly.
think it was about 60-40.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
quite close together.
Yeah. So
Uh,
it was, and there was. Can I say there was a love match at that one?
Yeah.
Was there?
There
What
was
do you
a
mean, were
love
you allowed
match.
to say? Sure, that's the whole point, isn't it?
They then broke up.
Well, this is life. Some
It
people
is,
do.
you know,
Yeah.
but they had a lovely relationship.
Yeah.
So much sort of respect and love for
Yeah,
each
nice.
other. It sadly didn't work out, but they had a great time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but
It's just part of the journey, isn't
But
it?
when
Yes.
people realised in our community that they weren't together anymore, literally,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
everyone was in mourning.
They were our
gutted.
pin-ups, their poster boy and girl.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
for
a little
while.
success story straight
Yeah.
away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how often you did that? What month was that? Do you remember what month?
November the 21st, 2024.
Okay, so from that, when did you do your next one? So you November.
So yeah,
Did you wait
about
till
three weeks later, wasn't it?
What, in
And-
December?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy
and we
people.
so right near Christmas, and
Yeah.
that time we had 54 book on.
Wow, and where was that?
Christmas jumper.
Buckstar.
Buckstar, we know you got Buckstar.
Yeah, so
did his place
Datis-
burn down?
No.
Did he have a fight? Did he not have an? It was
No, I hope not.
Not that
because
I'm aware of.
I thought he
I
had
hope not.
a few years before COVID. I'm sure.
Oh, I don't
he had
know.
there was a thing. Anyway, that's cool. So
Yeah.
you did that.
So did that.
54, lovely.
54. That was really, really good, and
Yeah.
it was on my wedding anniversary, and so it was. It's always a bit of a sad day for me, and
Mental.
actually, it really cheered me up that we'd
Yeah.
managed to get 54 people.
Yeah.
But it was a January one where we're seriously on something here. We sold 150 tickets.
150 tickets in January for
Yeah.
any business.
£15 each.
Yeah.
They didn't include a drink.
Wow. So you knew then, you were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
And
a lot
then-
of single people out
It
here.
was
then-
-5, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was
Yeah.
freezing
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, okay.
People were sort of leaving their cars sort of down the road and
Having a few
having
drinks.
you on watching the ice and getting into the pub. They would.
Yeah. Where was
People
that?
are serious.
That was at the Warbler again,
That
but they
was
give
the
us
Warbler,
upstairs
yeah.
this
Upstairs,
time.
The whole of the
Yeah.
upstairs,
Okay.
yeah. So, and we love the Warbler. They support us so much,
really
don't
supportive.
Yeah.
they?
So you know Stevie, who's the GM
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
we know
yeah.
Stevie from she was at the Navigation in for years.
Oh,
in that
right,
group.
yeah.
So that's good. So you've gone into January and you've both got your own businesses on the side anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So do you just keep that running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
so,
another business, but a joint business, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I'm
kind of-
quite lucky. I've got a team,
Yeah.
so I can kind of parts run. And I kept saying to Rachel, and Rachel hates me for it, but I
Yeah.
kept saying, right, we need set days.
Yeah.
So Monday, Friday are solo connects days, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are
So now you're
my
being
day.
organised. That's fine.
yeah,
Yeah, you've kind of
and she
split-
hates it. She
Yeah.
pushes back all the time.
But one thing that in all of this
Fight come in.
conversation.
Just fight.
No. We've never had a row. We disagree with each other,
Yeah.
but
Which is
we
healthy,
sort
that's
of
good.
but we sort of thrash it out. But one thing that talking about your childhood you never mentioned and no one's ever mentioned was that you're bossy.
I know, and my mum says that.
Ooh, bossy.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
no,
Fire.
not bossy, but you do like to.
Yeah. My
Be in
language is
control.
probably short because I just want to get stuff done.
Yeah.
You're stubborn. I
I
imagine you're
can't
stubborn,
be messing.
Samantha.
No, I wouldn't
No,
say
not
so.
stubborn.
No,
No.
I
Bossy.
just
But bossy.
yeah. And I think
Bossy.
as well, I don't like to let people down.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's that massive thing of I don't want to let people down.
you've
and
said
it's like
it, it's
we've said
happening.
it, we're doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and again, I need that organisation because
Yeah.
obviously, like last year was quite big for us go to because I had to scale it. So I
Yeah.
went from one area to 3 other areas with
Yeah.
the business directory.
Yeah.
So trying to manage all that and then manage solos
You've got a standard that you need to make sure. Don't
Yeah,
you?
and obviously the playing field's changing all the time with like AI and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
Rachel is because obviously she's a high end consultant.
Yeah.
And they don't want to pay for high-end consultants. They just want to pump a load of stuff into ChatGPT now, and they think they've got a marketing consultant now for £15 a month or whatever. And it's so
that's
difficult.
interesting. So you've gone. There's a business here, solos. Do you keep changing venues? We've had chats about venues. Did you?
So we just try and use different ones.
Yeah.
And we've got a range of different events. So what suits having 100 people to the pub isn't right for speed dating.
No.
The younger generation like different events. So we do different activities. Although don't tell Samantha, but we might let them play the picking up the things game tomorrow with the over 40s.
I like it. This is an exclusive on Boom7. What's the game? This sounds like, go on, look at Samantha's face.
So we do it with the youngsters. So basically we get all the guys and girls pair up,
right,
and then you're stood there and you're playing head, shoulders, knees and toes. So the host is yelling heads, toes, shoulders. Yeah. So you're doing the actions and then you go grab, and then whoever picks up the playing card off the floor remains in the game.
Off the floor. They're going to be 60. They're going to be breaking their backs, Rachel.
I thought you said the young ones.
No, this is over 40s, but this is more 50, 60.
I like this. Is a meeting.
That they've got the,
this is like a live meeting. What do you reckon? Go on.
We'll figure
tweak
it out.
You're going to tweak it.
And then they play beer pong and stuff, and everyone loves getting together and playing a board game.
So all you're doing is you're breaking the ice, right? Because what's it like even at a networking event? Everyone's like that.
Yeah, and you gravitate towards the people you know.
Yeah, and then they go, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Fuck off." Like, If you that all you got?
Yep.
How's your day, mate? Cool.
Yeah.
What do you do on Saturday? Like what? And then just throw a little bomb in, and then you start to be. If you put a game in there, and Chris does this really well. We did high and low the other day, didn't we? We got.
I love that
I just
game.
bought these big cards. And we went, right, we're going to do high and low at the end. And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So we just did it.
Yeah.
And then everyone, I've got it on video. Everyone's just having a good time, and then they talk to each other.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's the point, isn't it?
It gives them, it gives them something common to go for. The Connect 4 is great because some people just need to sort of zone out and be a bit quieter, or they've got something they can connect with. I think what happens at the events is people are a bit scared to shoot their shot and kind of go, hi, do you fancy having a chat, or would you like, the number of times people go, they've left before I got the chance to give them my number,
but then
and
you
things
are the
like
connectors,
that.
right?
Yes,
so we do. They come to you and go, "Oh, I like that guy."
We do try to, but again, that's all kind of extra time and.
As single lady, are you both single
boundaries.
still?
Yeah.
Do you get first dibs?
No.
Hang on, photographs just coming. Look at this guy. Ooh.
No, not
What about you? What if you like the same guy? Kicking
have a
off.
fight? No.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Play higher or lower, and whoever wins gets
In
it.
it?
No.
Heads or
I
tails?
don't think we've got the same taste in men.
No, I don't
either.
think so. And I'm 5 years older as well, so you kind of do 5 years either side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So 5 years either
I
side.
can be a bit flexible, but yeah. But roughly speaking.
So you need more sausage. You need more men.
Yes.
So what is you said about research, and what is what you're thinking, because a lot of the ladies are coming but the guys aren't coming. So what is the thing why men don't come?
Well, we could fill events with women over 40.
Yep.
And men aged 30, because in the younger group we're getting all the men. We have to slow down the tickets for the younger guys.
Yeah.
But then the men over 40 we're struggling with more.
Yeah.
We do get a lot in. I think that some of the guys find it easier to just stick with dating apps. Yeah. It's safe. They know that. They're being rejected online rather than being rejected in person.
Someone said to me the other day, "What's the book? The Venus Men Are Made in?"
Yeah.
It's
something like
Men Are from Mars and Women Are from Venus.
Right,
Yeah.
so I read this book. Charlie Wardle. Do you know Charlie?
I don't know. No.
He does Calm Your Mountain charity. He's been in Milton Keynes, but he's just come back. Anyway, I've read his book, and there's a snippet, and it said, if a lady's got a problem, they will talk to you. They will talk about it. They'll tell everybody. If a man's got a problem, they will go into a cave.
Yeah.
They'll try and work it out, and they won't tell anyone. And when they're ready to come out, it's almost the same, isn't it? You want to talk about it. Yeah. They're like, I like it, but I'm just going to be cool about it.
Yeah.
Is that quite accurate?
Yeah, and they've just got loads of choice as well now. I think with the apps, like I say, I think it goes back to the apps. They could be with a blonde one night, and the next night they could be with a curvy brunette. Like. Yeah,
but so can a lady, right?
Yeah.
If you. It takes
but
two.
what's the thing with the swipes? Was it the guys apparently swipe on everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, guys swipe right on everybody.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you're swiping right. That means yes.
You would
I'd like
you
to
like
match with
them.
them. Yeah.
So yeah, you kind
right.
of like
Whereas
them.
the ladies are fussier.
Yeah, so we swipe left a lot more.
Right.
So like the opportunity to get a match
Yeah.
is going to be less because you're only matching
looking
with
for what you
people
want,
who,
yeah.
yeah.
And I
okay.
think the number of people that I have spotted on dating apps, but then met in real life through the events, I'm like, they're actually a lot nicer
Than what it comes across.
Yeah.
in real life than they are on the apps.
Because you can't see, like, even though it says how tall they are, you
Yeah.
don't know really until you kind of meet them.
So there's an ages thing, there's a height thing,
Yeah.
there's a thing about a lot of things.
But
right?
also their energy, I've noticed as well, particularly more so since I turned 40, that a number of the guys, if they think they're 40, they have had a tough paper round. But they lie about their age so they might be
So they can sit into a
65,
category,
but
yeah.
pretending that
Yeah.
they're 45 so that they can match
funny
with
is
someone
that?
of my age. And some of them use photos that are 10 years old. You
Yeah.
can tell by
Yeah.
the clothes and the quality of the photo.
AI.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
use
some
AI.
are using AI.
You want to see
yeah.
Chris Gregg's AI at the moment. He is fooling
Stallion,
the world.
baby.
Yeah. But and then people go on a date or they get stood up or that person
Yeah.
ghosts them afterwards, and it's like, have you truly represented who you are? It all goes back to attracting your ideal client.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
But
There
it
you
is
go.
the same.
Yeah.
That's your game, as that's to try and do that.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like when a food bank is busy, it's great, but it's not great, is it? Because people aren't eating.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
With you guys, you almost want there to be less people because everyone's
Yeah,
getting.
and our funnel,
matched.
so our funnel at the top
Yeah.
is obviously we're getting all these people coming through
Yeah.
and they'll come to one event, and if the person that they fancy is not at that one event, some of them don't ever come
Yeah.
back. Sometimes you get two people come in and it's instant chemistry, like the red party. There was people snogging on the dance floor at the end of
Yeah,
the
wow.
night and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, which was just brilliant.
Yeah.
So obviously they'll match,
Yeah.
and then they'll probably go and date for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
5 months, 6 months. We might not
Yeah,
see them
yeah,
again,
yeah.
and then until they're single, and then they come back.
Yeah.
So we've constantly got to attract more people because we lose them very, very quickly.
Right, marketing question. Facebook.
Yeah.
How do you promote? How do you get this business out? Podcast at Horizon Radio, Milton's
Yeah.
Summer Place.
Yeah.
Where else? How are you getting the name out there?
So Eventbrite's got really good footprint. So obviously we've used Eventbrite for quite a while now.
Because you
They've
can
got nearly,
tag. People can be notified that this is
yeah,
coming.
that's
Yeah.
it. That's coming.
good,
So I think we've
cool.
got like 1,000 odd followers, I think, on
Something like that.
Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Google footprint. So we've also got the website. We used Go High Level because
Yeah.
that's got all the sales functions and CRM and everything.
Yeah.
So we've got a database of people who
Yeah.
we've got their emails. So yeah, email
Okay.
marketing.
I'm doing a
SEO.
lot of so the SEO is built in through the work we're doing with Google. We've got a blog, our news.
Do you
So
put money into that, or is that just updating articles?
do
The
we?
Google when you update your website?
No, we haven't.
No.
We haven't done any.
Nothing
Really,
paid.
we haven't done anything paid. It's all been organic.
That business is built on our blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, of course.
Literally, all our
But
skills.
from what we've found is the other speed dating companies, apparently there's more men than women at
Okay.
these speed dating, and I think it's because they're using paid ads
Yeah.
and they're targeting the gents.
The dudes,
but
yeah.
we heard this lady, she turned up and there was one woman and there was 8 men, and they let that event go ahead.
It's really difficult because you don't know.
Get them up on stage.
Yeah, so we
Number
had.
one, please
Yeah,
announce
what's your name
yourself.
and where'd you come from?
Yeah.
I mean, we had an event last night and 11 people didn't show up. They bought a ticket and didn't
When
show
that
up,
happens
and
at my
it's
event,
mad.
I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
You paid already. Don't worry about
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
it. But
the-
why have you not turned up?
But
Yeah.
and life happens, and
Yeah, of course.
a lot of the time it's got like
weather.
home late from work, the
Yeah.
weather, don't fancy
be
it.
arsed, yeah.
Literally, people. There's one lady in the early days turned up. She had her nails done,
Yeah.
had her hair blow dried, all nice outfit. Saw the queue of people trying to get in.
Yeah.
Bolted.
Bolted it.
She couldn't.
Scared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that I
Yeah.
think that happens a lot as well.
Okay.
People think they book it when they're brave, or a friend books
Yeah, yeah.
it for them,
Yeah.
and and then they bottle it, and they just can't get in the door.
So you're growing, aren't you? So are you going into different areas in the UK?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just stay in Milton Keynes, Samantha Paul. You've got to dominate the UK. I love it.
We have to scale,
Yes.
and at the end of the day, you've only got a pool. There's only so many events we can do. We have got a matchmaking idea that we're doing at the moment, so we want to offer a higher level matchmaking, because actually there's a lot of people we have met who are awesome humans, but trying to get them in the same room at the same time at the same event is proving quite difficult.
Busy lives.
Yeah. So we need a virtual space, and we know that it needs to be almost like a do-it-yourself matchmaking. So we're trying to find a platform at the moment where we can put these amazing... I've got a business directory of amazing businesses.
Yes.
I now want a directory
version,
of amazing humans, and they
that.
can look...
You just go, well, we do this for this. Let's try and do this for this
exactly
business.
that. Exactly that. So it's just like kind of duplicating some of that blueprint that I've already done, moving it across. So the only way to scale is to go into other areas. So we've now got hosts, and you know what? It was brilliant. We were sat at home a couple of Fridays ago, and the business made £350, and the girl who was running the event made 350 quid for one night for going out from 7:30 till 10.
So what you're almost doing is you've got the person running that area, you help them market it, and then you can multiply it.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
What revenue are you doing at the moment, and what are you aiming to do? That's what I want to know.
So
it's not profits. No one needs to know how much.
What
revenue are you doing?
Year one, I think we're going to have done 75k in year one.
Amazing. Under the VAT threshold, that'll do.
And we're heading for 10k months.
You are. So you're on there.
Yeah, and that was our KPI for the end of. So our business goes from April to April. Yeah. So we're not even at the start.
That's
of year
incredible,
two.
Actually. Just thought about because the costs is food.
No, so we're trying now. So that's where we made some mistakes in year one. When you had like discos, food events and stuff like that. But it wasn't major costs, but the best ones we have is when we can work with a bar where they would have been dead. They would have been quiet. So we use the space. They give us space for free, and we bring up to 150 people. They take the bar money. And I think because we've just entered the MKBAA Awards, and the theme this year is partnerships. And when I'd actually worked it out, I think we've probably put about £60,000. Like listening to them, the bar spend was 4k, the bar spend was £1,000. So we've generated around 60,000 for the businesses in Milton Keynes as well by bringing these people to these businesses.
Is that in Milton Keynes at the moment? Is there more places than is it just Milton Keynes at the moment?
So we've got events. I'm launching across Hertfordshire, so I'm in Harpenden doing an event tonight. I've been to Berkhamsted, Tring.
I've got a pub owner that's got a cool space in Harpenden if you need.
Oh, okay,
I'll introduce you to her. They've got an amazing garden as well, so it might be someone.
Nice.
Okay, cool. And actually we do need different venues for different types of events as well, and different venues and spaces. I think it's good. It's important to try and build that loyalty, but also keep it fresh for people as well. So
that's your second area. So how many areas are you going to look at?
We've got a host who's got Northamptonshire and Warwickshire.
Wow.
We've got another one who's due to do Oxfordshire, kind of, and the other half of Buckinghamshire, because Buckinghamshire is so huge.
Sounds like a franchise model, but are you doing that?
So we've looked at that, but actually we're putting them on 3-year non-competes, a bit like Action Coach. So they come in, we train them, but they're doing a 3-year non-compete, because a lot of franchises, people buy the franchise, they do it for, and
they get bored.
A few years, they leave, and they've only been put on a 12-month non-compete. So they spend those 12 months, they've already built the audience and everything else, and then they end up just going out and doing it on their own.
So if 100 people go to an event in Northampton next week, for example, what do you guys get out of that area? Monetary wise,
so I think it works out. So it'd be 1,500 quid.
So you are then
so 750 to the business, and we just pay the host.
So we
That's
do.
A nice model.
So all the host has to do is find a venue and agree a date and time, and then we do all the back end stuff.
They don't know how to do that, which is what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's it. And we need them to do social media, because obviously I'm in social media all the time. I must really annoy people. Everyone laughs and jokes, said you're in my feed every single day. But that's how I've grown. I've monopolised that. But that's the idea. We've got a guy in Bournemouth, hopefully. We're not sure yet, but he's very keen. So it's just finding the right people who are...
And it's actually that social media experience that is the most important thing, because that's the
If they
hardest
can
bit.
do
The
that
event-
bit, that's going to help.
Yeah,
the
that's
area.
it. So I mean, I think a lot of the problem with franchises, when people have said, oh, I bought into this franchise and the support wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important for us. We're building like ChatGPT agents to help with all the social media, so that they've got stuff they can lift and shift it and adapt it.
Yes.
But they've literally got our blueprint of what we've done, which is a 75k year one.
So what's their earning potential?
So 50% of what the event makes on the night.
So that's the hook.
Yeah.
That's
And
what keeps them
actually,
going. Yeah, okay.
it
Yeah.
doesn't. So this business is completely self-generated.
Yeah.
We made what, because I think on the first event, I think we made like 250 quid or something like that. So we used that money to pay a graphic designer to do our logo.
Yeah.
We used that money to register the trademark, get our insurance in place.
That's how we did the food awards.
Yeah.
We sold
Yeah.
some tickets. You used it for the next thing.
Yeah,
In
that's
fact,
it.
Chris built the website.
Yeah.
I
Thanks to
built,
Chris.
yeah,
Yeah.
I built the
Yeah.
website on Go High Level. I had to train myself how to do it, and I think that's the thing as a
Been
founder.
so lean, hasn't it?
Yeah, but you just you roll your sleeves up and you just get stuck in, and you just get done what needs to
So
get
what's
done.
the long term? So you've got this area, you're doing well, you're going to different areas. So in fact, if they do if you have 10 areas doing the same
Yeah.
thing, it's a lot of money, by the way.
Yeah, that's our KPI for
What
this
is the
year.
goal?
by the
What
end of the year.
what does this look like at the end?
Yeah, I mean, for Rachel, as I say, because the marketing side has slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
So for her, this now needs to be full time. So like we're trying to get this scalable so that we've got that, and because entrepreneurship, it's all the time. You're either doing great, aren't you, or you're not, and you're just all over the place. So obviously, we want to make sure that that's nice and stable.
Yeah.
For us, we do want to move into the matchmaker space, but it does have to be still that element of do it yourself. Because we did an event where loads of people matched on paper, but actually, when you told them that person over there is your match, it still come down to do you fancy them or not. And if they don't fancy them, there's going to be no match. So we're trying to find an elevated. We've got a membership as well, which we created. So that was £15 a month, and I think we've got about 120 members in there.
Does that allow you to go to? What does that allow you?
So that basically sort of pays for some running costs, through the month.
Yeah.
So we've got that money. We know
what
that money's
does
coming
the
in,
member get?
and then the member basically gets discounts off of events.
Okay, so if someone's a tenner, they might get paid.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
fine.
it. And then also as well, they're ID verified, so we check their driving license, which obviously got their address and everything on. And then also as well, they can arrange their own meetups.
And we do an event once a month
we
for
do
them
an
as well.
event.
I love
for
it.
them.
So
A
when you
smaller
two,
event.
if you two find partners, do you feel like you'll be as motivated?
Yeah.
We've done a pact. So we've
Pact?
and
Did you
we've
get
done
your
a
fingers
pact.
out?
We-
You got your little
promised.
pingies out.
Yeah.
we
We did do a pact, and I think that's been the difficult thing moving forward. Like as a woman trying to meet a guy, and you've actually got two businesses that you run, and one of them is a dating company where you're meeting loads of single people.
Yeah.
They need to feel very secure in
Yeah, of course
themselves
they do,
to be able to, trust you that this is work.
Yeah.
But then I'm only interested in dating elite people who get it.
Like,
Hang on.
Seriously.
We've moved up. We've moved up to elite now.
Pause the phone.
Yeah.
Elite people.
Yeah,
Right.
and that sounds really arrogant,
I
but
don't know what this is first. The first question is, what is an elite person?
so I think it's somebody who has got a growth and entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay.
They've got
Are
to
you
get
changing
it.
your mind now? I feel like you... Okay. Yeah, what else? Just
Well,
for all
there's a
you men
whole
out there, we are now auditioning
auditioning
for
for
Rachel.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, but for me, someone who questions, this is my business,
Right.
and a lot of the people that I have met, like guys,
Yeah.
it's not worked out, but they've got it and they've understood it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for, is somebody who goes, no, this is business. And ideally for me, someone who goes, I love this, and actually I want to be part
rolls
of it
the
as well.
sleeves up and
Oh,
comes
right.
Yeah.
and joins in.
Goes-
That would be wicked.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah,
Is it?
I think that'd be cool.
So, in a year's time, what is the dream to be? It's not dream, is it? But what is, in a year's time, where are you at? What's the numbers look like? And
The numbers, I think it's got to be that stable income for us, but also for other hosts as well. I think that's good. I think we want 10 areas up and running.
Yeah.
Around the country.
Yeah. And it's about us finding the right people. This works, across the UK.
Yeah.
I
tip.
want to see a Solo Connects in every town in the UK.
Could you go to a venue? I'm just going to think of names. So, say, for example, the Slug and Lettuce.
Yeah.
Does the slug and lettuce have 10 slug and lettuces where
Yeah.
you can go and drop
Yes,
it in
we've
once?
met. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've met the lady who organises all of the different venues. So that's been quite good for us. So now we just need to find the hosts.
Because then you can just drop
Yeah.
the same thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to end this. I know how to end this. Is right.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. I've just thought of this. So, if you were selling yourself as a single person,
Oh no!
who do you want to meet in your elite circle, Rachel?
Oh my
and
God.
Samantha, who would you like to meet? Because you know what, they
You'll
might
have
be
to
listening.
do mine and I do yours because I think
Yes,
that'd be
Okay,
easier.
I
we'll
love that.
pitch.
Yeah.
There is a dating website that does that. Because my friend was on it.
Yeah.
Get your mate to do it.
Yeah.
Date my mate or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone
Yeah.
jokes because they're like, you
Otherwise
two
it's
should
ego.
be, you two should get together, and we're like, no, we definitely like men.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, we joke saying
Yeah.
she's my work wife and everything
Yeah.
else, but yeah.
Right,
so
go
what
on
did
then.
you say for me?
Go on then. So, Rachel, you're going to say if there is this guy, and we're not going to say perfect because they ain't. Stop
No.
chasing the unicorn, right? Because they ain't out there, right?
Yeah.
We are knobs sometimes, and
Yeah.
so are you lot, right? Okay,
Yeah.
just the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Samantha Paul, who would be like a guy for Samantha?
Sam needs someone who can make her laugh.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to poach an egg like I can, but
Of competition.
they've got to be able
They've
to.
got to be
like-
able to
yeah,
cook.
they've got to be able to look after you because I think
Bit
you
of
need
skills.
someone that can just allow you to take your foot off the gas. They've got to have a good sense of humour
Yeah.
because you love
I
love
do
a
like
laugh.
to laugh, yeah.
And I think you need someone who's quite a strong character who kind of says, this is what we're going to do today. Because I think you need someone who's got sort of quite good,
We need to say,
quite
yeah,
good
we're going to go and do
leadership.
this rather than
Rather
like,
than,
what do you
oh,
want to do?
Yeah, okay.
Also,
Are you
maybe put
listening,
you
Chris?
in your
So we
place.
can learn some
Maybe
skills
put you
here.
in your place if you're being a bit bossy as
Bossy.
well. But you
Because
need
you're not
to-
bossy, but you are bossy, but you're not. Okay.
My mum would say I'm bossy, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm assertive.
Assertive, I like that.
Yes.
reframe.
I just like to get shit done.
Yeah. Love
Yeah.
that. There's good posters saying that. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
So, well, Rachel, boss.
Yeah,
Here we
so
go.
I love this elite thing. No, Rachel is fab. She's very, very sporty. So if you like going out in a kayak and doing crazy stuff like that, very, very sporty. Yeah, needs maybe someone to help organise.
Oh,
And-
she's
yeah,
not
'cause-
organised.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
who can pump the tyres up on
Somebody
my
could
car.
pump the tyres on my car. Car tyres were 8 or something the other day.
They
She
should
had
be
no
33.
idea.
Why would
So,
I
yeah.
even look?
8?
Yes.
8 psi.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I don't know. Yeah.
8.
Why would
Yeah.
I even consider my tyres?
Yeah.
It's just not
so
something
somebody
I
who's
think
good
about.
at blue jobs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
I think having
understand.
that blue
Yeah.
job person. She's got a lovely son who's into his footy. We've both got like boys who are mad into their footy. So somebody
someone that's
who
likes a
would,
bit of football, a bit of banter.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like, so you were 35 when you got divorced, weren't you?
Yeah.
So like 10 years between
Yeah.
35 and 45. Just want her to get. I think you'd like to get married again as well.
I would like to
Oh,
get
you would?
married. Yeah.
Yes, I think for
Don't
you.
don't
I don't
say
think
that
it's
too
like
soon.
her
Yeah,
wedding.
you're gonna, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it needs to be out there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
either you don't
Yeah.
want to
Do you or
somebody who's
don't
going to
you?
mess
Yeah.
you about.
Yeah.
Like I do think that life partner is what you're looking for, and
Yeah.
somebody who complements the. I think for both of us, like little
Oh,
bit
this is. I feel
TLC
like
and-
I'm like getting all emotional. Here. Like,
Are we
picking
going to
each
make you
other up.
cry?
No, not today, girls. What's the next few events coming up? Because we're posting this tomorrow. It's going to go out. So what's coming out? We're now in where are we? Feb, aren't we? So what's the next? Say
March
2 or 3 or
is,
4.
Like, crazy.
What do they look
So
like? Where can
we've
they find out more details?
Yeah, so the website soloconnects.co.uk.
www.
Yeah, www. Literally, we're in. You've got all the Hertfordshire ones. We've got over 40s, under 40s.
Tell us
Coffee
about
and
Milton
Cake.
Keynes. That's really
Yeah,
who
we've
we're
got
aiming at.
over 40s, under 40s. I think we're at the Warbler next month. Coffee and Cake, which is a really nice one if you're not quite sure. So just come along and
Bit
have a bit
more
of
cash.
chilled. We're going to be doing a picket ball collaboration.
Before you
So
go there, where's the cake going to be?
That's at the Delta, I think.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, we
next
know
one,
the guys at the
Marriott.
Delta. Yeah,
Yeah, really, really nice.
Yeah,
We
all the
do a
guys.
nice
Yeah.
little walk first. You
Yeah.
may or
Nice.
may not get lost.
Well,
but
it's a big car park. What do you walk from your car?
No, we walk from the hotel down to Caldecott Lake.
Oh yeah,
So that's
lovely.
not- yeah, so
And
that's
then
Cool.
our speed dating, we kind of moved that round. So we have this Sunday is 30 to 45,
Yeah.
and then it will go back to 50 to 65, and then 40 to 55, and then
Okay.
again 30 to 45. So
Speed dating.
speed
Once a month.
dating.
How's that work?
So you have 4 minutes with
Yeah.
your date, and then you move round
How many
after
people?
4 dates. About 12 to 15,
Oh,
12 to 15
energy.
dates. So it's a lot. It is
Intense.
quite intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want any more than that. And yeah.
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 So you might be like, I don't fancy that girl. She's coming over. I've got 4 minutes of this, and I've seen the next one. You got 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fun. Look, I think what you've done is amazing. I think
Thank
your
you.
brand looks good. Amazing.
Thank you.
You network your asses off to get
Yeah.
out there. You need more guys.
Yeah.
So more guys to meet more girls, right?
Yeah.
Just keep doing it and have fun. If you can keep the fun in there,
Yeah.
it's all just going to be fun to work on.
Yes.
And I think
Yeah.
that's it. Between
Yeah.
the two businesses, like, we're just so passionate about this because it is fun.
Yes.
But my advertising is my bread and butter.
100%. And
Yeah.
if you're a dude and you like the sound of these two ladies, go to their website or go to our website, Horizon,
Meet us at an
and
event.
go to an event, isn't
Yeah.
it? And what's the page called on Facebook? It'd be Solar Connects, right?
Yeah,
Solar
Solar
Connects
Connects
UK.
on Facebook, yeah.
Thanks
All
for
the
coming
dots,
in.
yeah.
Thanks for having us.
We want you to meet people, but we don't. We want you to carry on and have a bit more fun first, I think. But thanks for coming on, and
Yeah,
we
thank
will
you.
see you
Thank you.
again.
Yeah,
All
thanks
right.
for your time.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.